Hey guys, me and Esther are doing Christmas in July, and each Friday we're going to do projects. Like this week we're doing 2 cards. I don't know what she has in mind for next week, but she says it's going to be really cool. So Esther, if you want to share that with me, through private message on Facebook, maybe I can do a similar project. And if you don't want to share it with me, that's fine too. I'll come up with something. And what would be really funny is if you don't tell me and we end up doing something similar that matches. That would be really cool and funny. I'm got my box of Christmas bits, and I went through my scraps and I went looking for, I think Amelia sent me these, and I had these all just in my scrap, bin that I kind of toss aside. And I'm cheating, Esther. I'm not going to cut the paper. I have some cream card blanks and some white ones that I picked up when they were, on deep sale at the store. So let's get started. All right. And I also grabbed, I'm going to use whatever's here on the table too that I haven't put away yet. So if that works for y'all, works for me. Esther, you focused on really simple and quick cards, which is great. I was thinking I might copy you and stay with a card that would mail easily. 2 cards that would mail easily. So I'll pull out one white card blank. Maybe that's 1. Or is it 2? Oh, these are nice thick cards. And then I'll pull out a cream. And this is a tip I saw. I don't have to score anything, but somebody showed this, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who showed this. Once you've scored your paper, just leave it in the scoreboard. Fold this over so that your paper meets the corner, and just go ahead and crease it down. That way your edges always end up even, and I thought that was the coolest tip ever. Because see, now it's perfect. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do that from now on. Just fold it over, make sure that they come into the corner. And then crease down. And that way you always end up with a perfect fold. Now these cards are 4 by 5.5 instead of 4 1/4 by 5.5. These are only 4 by 5.5, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, so now put that aside. We're not going to need that anymore. And I need, like this one here, it's got a nice pretty, see, I could like almost slap that down just like that, but I'm just, in fact, let's do 1 in, I don't know, do I want to do that? I'm supposed to be making this easy on myself. I'll do one with this little mailbox on one, and this one on the other. And then, let's see, what do I have in solid papers maybe? Or these these are solids. These I had cut last year for backgrounds. I might have to trim them off a little. Let's just see what this one looks like, because it's got holly berries on it. If I put that on the front and then put this on top, that would be really pretty. So I'm going to use those together, and then I need something with the blue. Do I have any of the blue cut in a square here? No, I don't. Let's see. This says peace and hope and love. We're done with these for right now. I was really hoping I had a piece of this in a decent size. trying to use my scraps here. I'm going to just hold those. I'll look one more time to see if I have anything. There's another couple of those things that Amelia sent me. I have more of that other paper, but you know what? Let's do this. We'll get these out of our way now. I'm going to peek and make sure I'm still recording because my camera is giving me such fits. I got a little white die cut here too. Actually, I think that's got a mess on it. That's why it's... Never mind. I actually do have some die cuts though. Alright, so if we do this on here, and then we use this strip next to it, and then take our telephone booth, which I'm going to go ahead and trim it closer. Actually, this might work if I trim it down and just put that in the center maybe. I really think this blue is just not quite right. I need this. Okay. All right. I think I'm ready to go to the next step. Alright, I've still got my paper pad of solid colored papers here on the table. Let's see what I can come up with in a blue. It's really just not the right blue. But I like this green for the other card. Hold that piece out. Ooh. Forgot there was some glittery ones in there. Okay. I'm going to pause, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I went to my room and I got this paper pad. Do you know how old this thing is? I'm going to get a different piece with the snowflakes. That's really pretty too. Let's see. This pad is huge. I don't think I'm ever going to get it all used up. Oh, don't tell me I don't have another one. Oh, that would really stink if I don't have one more sheet of that paper that I want to use. I have so many pictures that I need to scrapbook, and these bigger pieces like this would be cool for that. I need to get back into scrapbooking. Oh, don't tell me I don't have another piece. We might have to go with what I had before. I don't think this will quite do. Let me get... No. No. This is the process I go through. I hope y'all don't mind me just looking and saying no, no, no. Oh, you know what, you guys? I don't think I have another sheet of that light blue. All right, so we'll pull this back out. Maybe use that blue sheet there. Let me see what we can do. I'm trying to use what I have. I don't want to. And then I have this paper pack that had a light blue in it. I could turn a light on, I guess. It's getting kind of late in the day. And Esther, I'm sorry I didn't get this up earlier. It's been kind of an odd day. Just odd, put it that way. Alright. Getting the first few sheets out is the difficult part. And I only need one. Alright. I'm going to cut this light on real quick. See if that's a little better. Probably giving you a whole bunch of glare now. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do this one here on the white background, and then we'll come back and we'll do this one here with that red background. Alright, so these are, what did I say? 4 by 5.5. So my first mat needs to be, well, let's trim this up first. My trimmer is giving me fits. I went and got a knife out of the kitchen just so I could clean this trough out where the blade runs. I need a new trimmer. I have to put that on my Christmas wish list, I guess. I'm just going to try to trim off just the red part. And if this cutter messes me up, oh, you know what? Since it's just a little sliver of a piece, I'll just cut it. I need to get some of them Tim Holtz great big scissors like Esther got. Just trying so hard not to spend any money right now. I got a little close on that one, but it'll be all right. I was trying to leave the little the other border, but that's all right. I'll make this work. All right. See if I can trim this down to 3 7/8. Which, of course, this cutter doesn't show you 3 7/8, so you have to kind of guess. Let's see if it'll cut it. Yay! And then this I need to cut at 5 3/8. Alright, so I'm going to give that a test on here. Alright. And I've got the snowy background. Could maybe take edge to edge. Maybe. How wide is this? About 2 1/4. So if I do a strip a little bit wider than 2 1/4, let's see. Will this go on it, or did I go too far? Yeah, it needs to be just a little bit more. Let's go to a full 2 1/2 inch strip. Okay. And a 2 1/2 inch strip. Okay. I'm going to trim this at, let's see, this was 4 7/8. We'll bring this one back down. Is that right? That's this way. Oh, I trimmed it the wrong way. Okay. This is at about 4 7/8. Trim this back here, like right about there. Let's see what I come up with here. I want the perimeter around it on the matting to be even as much as possible. And I'm just going by my eyeballs. I'm not measuring really. I do that a lot. Okay. So now if we take our scrap here, I might have to trim this off a little more. Let me clean that out again. I'm just going to trim this down and just get rid of that whole little border. It's not very straight. Let's see. Oh, see? Oh, that makes me so... Alright, this one I've already trimmed it off. I'll see if I can salvage that, but I don't know. See, I don't even know if I like that or not. I just don't know. Why am I having such a hard time doing this? Maybe I need to bring some white back to the front. Not use that there. This is just so annoying. Sorry guys, wasting your time. Cut please. There you go. Alright. Okay. I've only got this one piece of white out here with me, so I don't want to mess this up if I can help it. This stupid cutter will just behave. You can see it starts gumming up again. You can tell it's starting to bind again. Alright, so there. I'm going to put this little mailbox on here. I'm going to put this on here. I'll layer that up on here like that. Might center it. Yeah. Okay. So those are the components for that one all done out. So let's go ahead and I will sit down and hopefully the camera will keep going. I have to do most everything standing up to start. And I don't have an ATG gun, so I have to do it with scrappy tape from Scrapbook Pal. Probably don't really need to use this much, but it's here, and I've got more. I'm just going to grab my glasses out of my purse so I can see what I'm doing. Woohoo! Spiffy reading glasses from Michaels. Anyway. Alright, I took it off that side. You know what? I think the Scotch Quick Dry would be faster. And you see where my stupid cutter is roughing this up, but it's a handmade card. It's gonna be unique. I think I'm only gonna put 2 strips on it the long way and call it done, because if I don't, I'm going to be here forever just putting these 2 cards together for you guys. And I know you might not want to hang around that long. Esther, I have the same problem. When I'm crafting, I go quiet because I want it to be even. There's something about when I'm talking, it's so hard to talk and craft is like walking and chewing gum. Don't you think so? Alright, I'll do this one the long way too, instead of trying to do the other way. And I think it's Jennifer McGuire. She, if she's going to use like a foam on a very large piece, like say I wanted to make this whole thing raised, she just buys that craft foam and attaches it so that it covers the whole surface so your card doesn't get crushed in the mail. I thought that was a great tip. And I don't know if you all follow Jennifer McGuire or not, but you should, because she has some really awesome cards. Alright, good enough. Now this one I will go all the way around because it's going straight to the card base. Is this stupid thing starting? Nope, it's still going. This is going to be like the world's longest video. I hope y'all don't mind. You can always stop it or, you know, jump forward if you get sick of watching me, you know, put tape down, you know. I'm not going to be offended if you just hit the advance button. I always worry I'm going to miss what somebody says if I do that, though. Oh, happy 4th of July, everybody. Scott's helping his sister today, and I worked this morning. They had a cookout at work, but they didn't start cooking until 10:30, and that's when I got off, and I was quite frankly ready to go, so I just left. Good enough. All right. So now I can stamp a message on the inside. I could add a message, you know, maybe as a little flag up at the top, but I think I'm going to leave it just like this, except I will show you what I do to snazz it up after we put the other one together, okay? So now we've got this one here. We need to trim this paper, and I kind of like this, the way this is, just like that. Let's see here. I love to layer, so y'all bear with me. I love to make layers. It just, as long as you don't get too thick, they still mail all right. So this needs to be 3 7/8 or thereabouts. And it needs to be less than 5 1/2. Okay. And that'll be for the first mat. Okay. This piece needs to be trimmed down to about 3 1/2 by about 5 1/4. Give that a test run here. Need to come down just a little bit more. It's starting to gum up and it's aggravating. Okay, and this will go on here. Okay. Run my knife down this stupid slot again. I might have to break down and spend some money when I get paid and get a new cutter because this is ridiculous. And I just kind of eyeball a lot. So if you are expecting measurements, I'm sorry. So sorry. I might have to trim the red border off the outside of this. And I'm going to do it with scissors because this paper is so thin on these. Okay, you got to watch me cut. Woohoo! All right. Needs to be. Just want a very tiny little border around this. There. A real minuscule little amount. Okay. There we go. Cut my little piece a little too small. I need another piece of this, which that I know I have here. So I'm going to trim it right by that little dot. Right there. And by the tip of that leaf right there. All right. Go. There we go. All right, I'm not gonna make y'all watch me put this one together, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I have a white gel pen, and I got in my bin of stuff, and we're gonna add 2 little poinsettias here. I don't think I have anything else that I'd like to add to that. but I was thinking this card needs a little something. I was thinking a little package. I might hold that little package out and look at it again here in a minute. This is what happens when you work at a craft store. Oh, those are pretty. Let's hold those out. Now, you know, if you want to just see how these will look without peeling them off, just cut the plastic they're stuck to, and then you can lay them down. And if you don't like it, you can just put it back in. Oh, I forgot I had these. It says Merry Christmas. Let's hold that package out. Oh, I was wondering what was jingling. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. I'm awake. That would be funny on there, wouldn't it? Have a reindeer walking across. You start looking through this stuff and it can be overwhelming. Might hold those out real quick. I've even got stuff I've stamped out that's Christmas themed in here. I got these, and that might be the project that I do for next week, is a December daily using these and paper. That could be really cool. So that'll be my project for next week, a December daily. And then I'll have one for this year. Oh, I like those. Okay. All right, I think I've decided what I'm going to do. If I keep digging, I'll just keep finding stuff, and then it'll never go back in the box. You know how that works? Then you have this huge mess. I need to get some more iris totes. I love them. All right, so let's go ahead and glue this one up. And I've got my glue gun on. So we need to put this one on first. A little glue on there. And glue that there. Get glue strings everywhere. I want it to be able to go back in its envelope okay, though. So I need to move that over. And put this little glue dot. Not glue dot, glue glob. Like so. So there's one. Okay. Now before I glue anything to this other one, I want to show you something that I do that's really easy to do, and it adds a good bit to the card. I always like to make sure this is flowing good before I get started. I just do little stitch lines. And I know Christina Werner likes to do this too. And I'll do this on both of the blue mats. Okay, and I'm just going to keep doing that, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. And here it is after I've did the little dash lines around both mats. Now what I'm going to do is I've got these little snowflakes, and all these are I know everybody's seen these at Michael's, the Merry Minis. They come in there for the little mini Christmas trees. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to cut off the little hanger thing and use the snowflakes on this card. I don't want to go too crazy with it, but maybe one there, one down here. One more, I think. I like to do things in odd numbers. Don't ask me why. It's just a thing. I might actually do two together. Yeah. All right. So now I'm just going to glue these on. And I've got the glue gun. I'm going to move you all over just a little bit here, so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to try not to burn myself. I won't take much glue on these. Now this one, you know, you would probably have to add a little extra postage to. And I would put, when you put it in the card to mail it, I would put a little piece of plain white cardstock just in front of it to help protect it a little bit. Wouldn't be a lot of protection, but it would be some. You can see my glue strings. And yes, Laura, I know. Take your heat gun and just kind of melt them off real quick without burning your card up. Alright, and what I'll do is I have a Merry Christmas rubber stamp, and in black, or yeah, in black I would probably just stamp Merry Christmas on the inside. So these are my 2 cards, and I hope y'all enjoyed watching me make them, and I'm looking forward to next week on Friday. And anybody else want to join us for Christmas in July? I'm sure Esther and I would both enjoy having your company and getting a jump start on Christmas. I think it would be fun to have a bunch of cards made up, and all I would have to do then is, you know, address them and get them in the mail the day after Thanksgiving. And man, that would be so nice. I had a lot of fun making these, and I hope you had a lot of fun watching me make them. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thank you for subscribing. Bye-bye.